Hi everyone. Today is what day is it? It's Tuesday, 17th of February 2015, and up to day 14 in my vlogging. So 2 weeks. Checking in with myself today. I was feeling quite grumpy when I woke up this morning. I ate red meat the other night, and I think that makes me in a bad mood. I must be getting some of the energy of the animal or something. Got a bit going on for me today and things that I'm pondering over. Trying to work out how much of it is me making assumptions and then embellishing a story in my head and how much of it is real. First of all, good news. Can't believe I ordered for my new printer yesterday special archival printing paper, and it arrived today, so that's kind of going to make me distracted playing with printouts and stuff, but that's really cool. And last night I actually sent out my first newsletter for my website, and it's only taken me a year. I've been talking about doing that for a year, and I did it. I'm a last minute person. It's like I've suddenly got traction and momentum, and I was in there and I just kept going and did it. And then I thought, why didn't I do this ages ago? So that went out to all 8 of my subscribers to my website. Woohoo! I'm grateful for every one of you, 8 people. Would like to be consistent around it, so I keep sending them out on a monthly basis, and I would like to have substance in it and offerings, which I think I do have, so a bit excited about that. So that's a win. But what's got me going this morning is the idea of giving ourselves permission, and it's such a huge area and lots of layers to it. But I suppose for me, a couple of things that have come up this week. So we've had 2 weeks of school back, and this year I've got two children in school. The eldest is out working now, so he's off in the workforce. Otherwise it would have been 3 kids full-time at school. But I have 5 days a week now to work, and the idea is I do my clinic days on a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and my art studio days are Tuesday, Thursdays at this stage. If by the middle of the year we're not looking, our bank balance isn't looking a little bit plumper and our mortgage looking a bit down, then I need to look at other options to supplement our income. So I'm flogging myself with a whip, trying to keep self employment and my businesses up and going. And I have complete faith and belief in them and what I do and what I'm offering. But it's just trusting, and it's doing all the behind the scenes work, and it will all come into fruition. But what I haven't been doing, and I saw something on a forum yesterday, somebody had said it's really important for women in business to take a day out once a month, to a self-care day. So like a date night with your partner, that you're doing a date day for yourself. So it might mean lying on the couch watching girly movies all day, reading a book, going to the beach, whatever it is that is just taking you away from your business for a day to switch off. And even as I read it, I'm like, yes, I mean, that's what I'm telling my patients to do, women that I treat and counsel, and it's self-honouring, and I recognise that, and 1 day out of a month is nothing. But why can't I give myself permission to do that is what came up, and I had all sorts of judgments about it over the idea of me lying on the couch all day watching movies. I've never been a daytime soap mum. I've never had the TV on during the day, and I don't have judgments about other women doing that. I'm kind of jealous that they give themselves permission to do that. But for whatever reason, I won't give myself permission. And I mean, I actually probably wouldn't want to do that. I like more watching a chick flick with a girlfriend of an evening or something like that, having a couple of glasses of wine. Not that I've done that for a very long time either, but probably how I want to spend my day would be take myself off for a massage, go for a walk, come home and stretch and meditate and read. I love reading. But the trick is that my passion of art and building my art business to me is not work. I love it, absolutely love it, but it has me by the short and curlies in terms of I'm so driven with it that I don't know when to break from it and do other things. And this morning I dropped the kids off at school, came home, and rather than come into my studio, put the computer on, and then get caught at the computer with multiple things that I do in terms of keeping the momentum going with my business, I got on the treadmill for 20 minutes and read all the school notes that came back from the teacher, both boys' teachers, and thought, right, I better get clear on all the things that they're doing, what day, who has library day, what day I'm going to do parent help, all those sorts of things, and organise them into 2 different folders. So felt great that I did that, felt good that I went on the treadmill, panicking that the school day's already counting down to pick up time, and there's so much I want to do work-wise. But, I know lots of mums go for coffees and after dropping kids off at school, and I think that's awesome, and connecting with each other. I won't give myself permission to do it. I did it once on the first day back at school because I was a bit easier on myself for that first week. But it's like, in my mind, it's like, yeah, well, I'll do it again, but I don't. I get on that treadmill of, I have to keep working, I have to keep working, I have to keep working, I have to keep, building and building my business. And I suppose it's looking at where the expectations come from. So, sorry, I can hear a siren. I hope that's nothing serious for anyone. Like society. So society expectations, they're sometimes subliminal messages we get, and then sometimes they're really obvious ones. But that's sort of part of our conditioning. Then there's the messages from our parents in terms of their expectations, and you'll hear their voices for so long, and eventually their voice becomes your voice, internal voice in your head. So you carry on their expectation, but was it your expectation for yourself? And then there's expectations from spouses and from children, and it's really hard sometimes to get very clear on what is your own voice. So what is the best thing you need right in this moment? And my gosh, I need to start to practice what I preach and check in with myself and go, do I want this? Do I need it? Is it where I need to spend my time right now? No, put it away. And, the whole idea of giving yourself permission, it can come right down to the mental checklists we have for ourselves. So, we get to the end of a work week or whatever, and we get to a Saturday, and it's right, well, Saturdays might be cleaning, it might be shopping, it might be doing this, and we might be doing that, and we never actually stop or rest. And then even on our Sunday day of rest, for some, we have this list of things in our mind that we still have to get done and get achieved, and we don't give ourselves permission to just go, it doesn't have to be done today. What's important is my regenerating myself ready for another week. Right down to even, I've got to go to the shops today, I've got to get this and I've got to go get that. But then if you reduce it down, there's always ways of going, well, I can actually do without this, and I can probably get by without that. And no, I probably don't need to go to the shop. So you've just bought yourself a whole load of time. So playing with the edges of that, giving yourself permission and freeing yourself up. And you can do it in so many other ways as well, like just with invitations to go to things. Really like stopping and going, do I want to do this? Life is so busy and so hectic, and that nobody really is standing behind you with a whip going, you must. It's our internal voices to ourselves for whatever reason. It might be, like somebody invites you to something and they're beautiful people and you love spending time, but for you, what you want right in this moment maybe isn't around other people. And, you go, yeah, okay, I'll be there. And then you can feel that sort of internal little, it's just not sitting right. Or you might even say, oh, I really don't want to go to this. You might say it out loud. You might say it to yourself. And often there'll be overriding factors that will still make us go, even though the little voice inside us has said pretty clearly, you need to just not go, you need to do your own thing, you need to rest, or whatever. And it's listening to that voice and being okay with disappointing other people and being genuine in terms of telling them the reasons why. I don't think anyone can argue with you if your reason for letting them down about something or changing your mind is, I really need for myself right now to just not be so busy, and I just need to rest. Nothing about you. I'd love to catch up, and definitely want to next time. But it's just something I need for me right now. I mean, that might sound like a really heavy response, but you don't have to go that far. But feeling okay with it, and then feeling good that you've freed yourself up and you're doing what you need to for you. So there's that as well. And then other things about permission. I'm struggling with some stuff for myself at the moment around how I spend my days and how long I expect to give myself permission for to keep doing what I'm doing with my two businesses and building them, developing them. At what point do I have a responsibility to my husband to say, well, I've given this a go. These are our mutual goals for us and our family financially, and we're going to do the next steps. So yeah, it's quite a blended sort of conundrum sometimes when it's your partner that does have other expectations perhaps than you, and getting clear on that, I suppose, and that just is about communication and talking that through and giving some time frames around it. But what I have got clear on is that I will give myself a day. Weekends it's not going to happen because I'm mum. I've got the kids around me and we don't have family around, so it's not like I can, hand the kids over to anyone really. So I'm going to build it in, and I'm going to look forward to it. It'll be my mental health day. That's what I'm going to call it. Maybe that makes it okay for me if I call it that. I don't know. I don't know if that is the right word. It needs to be like more preventative health injury day or something. But I think it'll be good because even on that day I can still create, but I'll be off in another part of the house, and it's not going to be part of my business development art side of things. So yeah, the prospect of doing that sounds really, really lovely and really, really nice. But yeah, I think we can create our own imprisonment in our minds sometimes in terms of these ideals and expectations that we have, whether they're ones that we've taken on from others' expectations of us and put it on ourselves and pleasing, or some other mental prison that we've adopted for ourselves. And who says we have to do any of it? I think it's really a great idea to sort of check in and rejiggle of that, and right down to what you're going to do in the next hour. You have the autonomy and the choice and the freedom to do whatever you want. You can throw something out, you can add something in. You don't have to go anywhere, you don't have to be anywhere, you don't have to be anyone in particular. The only person you need to be accountable is checking in with integrity with yourself in terms of what you need right in this moment. So with that, I'm going to finish there and I will practice what I preach. Okay, see you tomorrow.